Hello, dear children. I welcome you to today's radio learning program. I'm going to teach you social studies for P4, and this is Teacher Mary. Our dear parents, I thank you so much for supporting our children while they are learning through this program. So children, are you ready for today's lesson? Do you have your notebooks and pens ready? And you need them so much because you're going to be writing down some exercises and questions I'll be giving you. I hope you're ready now. So children, could you be remembering what we learned in the last lesson? Could you be remembering what we learned in the last lesson? We learned about the importance of saving money, how to save money, and where people always spend money. We also learned about the Rwandan coat of arms and some of the items we find on the coat of arms. And we said the items we find on the coat of arms is the national motto, the green ring with a knot, the sun, the sorghum and coffee, basket, cogwheel, and the shields. So I remember, children, I gave you a homework of drawing the coat of arms in your books. Were you able to draw it? Well done. Thank you for doing that. Come along and play with us. So today we are going to learn about harmony and leadership. We are going to learn about harmony and leadership. So you could check on page 52, 53, 54, and 55 of the P4 SST textbook. So I hope, children, you are there. So can we first do this warm-up before we continue? So put your hands together. You will swing them to the right and swing them to the left. So let me first sing it, then you'll sing with me the second time. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Can we sing together? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Well done, children. You can sit down. So today we said we are going to learn about harmony and leadership. So in particular, harmony, we shall talk about acceptable behavior and unacceptable behavior in the community. So children, do you know what harmony is? Harmony is the ability to live with others in peace and in unity. Harmony is the ability to live with others in peace and in unity. So harmony means getting along together. It also means being nice to each other even if we do not agree with each other. So in other words, it is having peace and unity in the community you're living in. In Rwanda, we have different cultures and religions. And it is very important that we live together in harmony. In order to live together in harmony, we must all behave in an acceptable manner. We need to behave in acceptable manner so as to live in harmony. What is acceptable behavior? And what are the examples of such behavior which is acceptable in the community? So acceptable behavior is behavior that people normally approve of or accept in the community. It is the behavior which is accepted in the community. So acceptable behavior means we respect other people, we are polite to others, we are tolerant with other people's character or manner, and we also help each other, and we are kind to others. And if you have acceptable behavior, you're hardworking in a community. And also you take responsibility of every mistake you make. You own it and ask for forgiveness. those are some of the examples of unacceptable behavior in the community. So what is the unacceptable behavior, and what are some of the examples? Unacceptable behavior is behavior that people do not approve of or accept in the society. So if you have a kind of behavior which is not acceptable in the society, it is not acceptable. So these are examples of the unacceptable behavior in the society. Being rude to others, lying or being dishonest or cheating, it is unacceptable. Taking drugs or smoking or drinking alcohol, treating people badly, fighting, and being lazy and not helping other people. All that are unacceptable behavior. And there are so many. These are very few things that I mentioned.
Come along and play with us.
We were looking at acceptable and unacceptable behavior. In other words, good and bad behavior. So, I have a story that I want to read for you. I'm going to read for you this story, and you're going to answer the questions later that I will ask you about this story. So listen attentively. This is a story about a boy in class in school, a normal school. So I'm going to read it for you, then I'll ask you questions after. I begin. Manzi is a P4 pupil and he studies at Good Harvest Primary School. He works hard in class. He encourages other pupils to clean the classroom, and even when the teacher is not there, when other pupils disturb him, he forgives them, but he reports them to the class teacher. The teachers and the pupils like him because of his good behavior. At home, he helps his parents by fetching water at the public tap. He also sweeps the compound, mops the house, and washes utensils and clothes. So the question is, why do the teachers like Manzi? Why do the teachers like Manzi? It's because he encourages other pupils to clean up the classroom, and he also forgives students when they disturb him. Mention any other activities that Manzi does at home. What does Manzi do at home? So Manzi helps the parents by sweeping the compound. He also helps parents by fetching water, and he also mops the house. So another question, what does Manzi do when other pupils disrespect him? What does he do? Manzi forgives them whenever they disrespect him. We have learned so many good behavior of Manzi. So what do they teach you? So I think you have shared with your parent of what this story teaches you. So we are going to learn about this harmony now. And we said harmony is the ability to leave others in peace and in unity. So now we are going to look at this harmony. What do you understand by this harmony? This harmony is when people are not in good terms with one another in the community. Disharmony is when people are not in good terms with one another in the community. Whenever there is disharmony, there is misunderstanding between people. And so, if there is disharmony in our homes, we shall not stay in peace. But if we have harmony in our homes, we shall stay peacefully. So I ask you this question. Can you make a list of the causes of disharmony? Why do you think we can easily get disharmony in the community or in our society? So, the causes of disharmony in our society, one can be lack of respect of others. Some people don't value and honor others, and this leads to conflicts. So if you do not value others, you don't respect their ideas, you don't respect them, it will lead to conflicts, and that will cause disharmony. If there is theft and misunderstanding among people, will also cause disharmony. Some people steal the assets of their neighbors, and this makes them not live in peace in the community. Religious differences. Some people may not live peacefully with their neighbors because of their religions. If people have different religions, they may always have misunderstandings, and in that way they will be in disharmony. Corruption. Corruption can happen when there is an equal distribution of resources by the government leaders to the beneficiaries. So if the resources are not distributed equally, people may end up fighting or causing conflicts among themselves, and that can also lead to disharmony. So how can we be able to promote harmony? How can we promote harmony in our communities? We need to be kind to others always. We also need to be peaceful. We need to listen to each other's points of view and respect each other. And we also need to be patient and tolerant with each other. Be kind to others. Be peaceful in your heart and even the people you're living with. Listen to each other's views and points. And also be patient and tolerant with one another.
Come along and play with us.
Welcome back, children. We were looking at the ways of promote harmony, and we know that we need good leaders to help us promote harmony. So now we are going to look at the leadership in our district. We are going to look at the leadership in our district. A leader, what do you understand by that? Who is a leader? So a leader is a person who guides or directs a group of people for a purpose. A leader is a person who guides or directs a group of people for a purpose. We need good leaders in order to organize and make things happen. We all need good leaders in order to organize and make things happen. Schools, communities, sports teams, religious groups, and countries, all these institutions need leaders. We cannot be able to develop without good leaders. So, what are the qualities of a good leader? So, good leadership is very important. So, a good leader is one who directs people for a common purpose. So, one of the good quality of a good leader is a leader who directs people for a common purpose. And also a good leader keeps people informed about what is happening. Whenever a leader goes to a meeting, he's able to bring the information to the people in the community and tells them what is happening and how they should be living. So a good leader should have integrity and honesty. He needs to be honesty and he should have integrity. A good leader should think critically and solve problems. Because a leader will always lead people who have different problems. They have conflicts here and there. And whenever problems arise, a good leader should be able to solve those conflicts and think creatively on how to overcome certain problems. So a good leader also needs to respect ideas of people he is leading. He will always need to listen to other people. He needs to respect their ideas and listen to them, even though he's their leader. So a good leader should always set a good example for others to follow. So lastly, a good leader should be able to motivate and encourage people. We know that we have main leaders in our districts, and there are 30 districts in Rwanda. And each district needs to have leaders to make sure that the district runs properly. So in each district, a council is elected by the people living in the district. And that council is elected by the people living in the district. And then the council is responsible for the smooth running of the district, so that the district does all the kinds of activities in that particular area. So the council is responsible for many things, which may include public service delivery, such as tax collection. They always collect taxes from people, business people, and also for economic development. The council uses money collected from local taxes and fees, such as business license, to do its job. The council will always collect money from people. The council will collect money from people, and it will use this money particularly to be able to improve on the services delivered to the people in that district. So also the council elects a mayor to run, and also the deputy mayor to act as the assistant. The council elects a mayor to run it, and also the deputy mayors act as assistants. So I'm going to be sharing with you the role of the different district leaders, because we said we have different leaders at the district level. So, and all these leaders at the district level, they have different roles that they play. So the mayor, we all know the mayor, and the mayor is elected by the council. So the mayor is always in charge of all the council meetings in the district. He also supervises and monitors all the activities in the district. So let it be education, let it be the health sector, let it be the construction of roads. Every service and everything in the district is supervised and monitored by the mayor. Then the deputy mayor supervises and monitors some activities whenever asked by the mayor. Then we also have a human resource and the support service officer. He provides legal advice and training to the members of the council. This person always provides the legal advice and training to the members of the council. At the district, we also have a planning and development officer. This person is responsible for planning and development. He overlooks all the development activities that have to take in the district. Another person at the district, the social affairs officer. Social affairs officer is responsible for education, culture, and sports in the district, all the social activities. And lastly, the executive secretary. Executive secretary, they write down minutes of every meeting and keep records for the district. The executive secretary, they write down minutes for every meeting and keep records for the district. So, as we conclude this lesson, let me summarize what we learned in this lesson. We have learned about harmony and acceptable and unacceptable behavior. And unacceptable behavior can easily lead to disharmony. And we have also learned about leadership in our district. And we looked at all the different people who take responsibilities at the district level. And we looked at the mayor, the deputy mayor, Human Resource and Support Services Office, Planning and Development Officer, Social Affairs Officer, Executive Secretary. That is what we learned in today's lesson. So I'm going to give you homework. You're going to find out the names of the people who serve you at the district council. Identify the name of the mayor, the deputy mayor, the planning and development officer, and the social affairs officer. Find out their names and you write them in your books. So thank you so much, children, for paying attention, and also parents, thank you for supporting our children. I hope you'll join me in the next lesson. Bye-bye.